morning, student. How are you? In math, profit, loss, and discount, exercise 9.2 was going on. In that, I had explained some question, and some question are remaining. Before that, I told that you have to solve example also. If you will solve, you will get some more method. Then easily you can solve the question. Okay? Now see that. I am going to explain question number 9, exercise 9.2, question number 10. In 10th question given, Anita allowed 4% discount on the marked price. Marked price of her goods and still earn the profit 20%. What is the cost price of the shirt if the market price is given 850 rupees? In question given, market price is given rupees 850, discount is given, discount percent 4%. You know the formula. SP is equal to marked price minus discount percent. This formula I have explained. SP is equal to marked price 1 minus discount upon 100, or in book given 100 minus discount upon 100. Same formula. Okay. Marked price is given 850. One discount is given 4%. 100 100 minus 4, 96. 850 into 96 upon 100. See 0 cancel. 5 17 7 7 or 5 5. 5 7 35. 5 2 This 2 4 2 8 means rupees 17 into 48 means SP is coming. SP after multiplication SP will come rupees 860. See that marked price is 850 rupees. Selling price after giving 4% discount is coming rupees 860. What is asking question? What is the cost price of the shirt? He earned profit 20%. Profit 20%. See that? Again same formula for CP. Again SP is equal to 100 plus gain percent upon 100 into CP. SP you have calculated 860 rupees. 100 plus gain is given 20%. 20 upon 100 into CP. 860 is equal to 120 upon 100 into CP. 0 cancel. CP is equal to 860 into 12 upon 10. Sorry. CP into 10 upon 12. If you simplify, you will get rupees 680. After simplification, you will get rupees 680 is coming. Cost price this after getting 20% profit. SP is 860. On the CP is asking. Find the cost price. See that. Next question, 11th question. 11th question given. What twice? Remember that 9 and 10 same question, 11 and 12 both are same question. Only term change, means numerical value change. At what price should a trader mark on an article that cost him 1200 rupees to gain 12% after allowing a discount 16%? After allowing the discount 16%, whatever, 1 minute just check. See, question number 11. What is given in question? What price should a trader mark on article? Mark price is asking. Cost price is given 1200. CP is given rupees 1200 and gain given 12%. Gain percent 12. Now SP is equal to 100 plus gain percent upon 100 into CP. 100 gain is given 12%, means 112 upon 100 into CP is given 1200. You multiply, you will get 1344, means 1344, that is SP. Now asking mark price after discount 16%. Again SP is equal to, again SP is equal to mark price 1 minus discount percent. See, SP you have calculated. SP already you have calculated. 1344 mark into mark price 1 minus discount is given 16% discount. 16 upon 100. It means 1344 rupees. Mark price 100 minus 16, 84. 84 upon 100. Then mark price will be 13443 into 100 upon 84. Again it's simplification. Remember that when you are going to simplify, you simplify manually. Don't use any calculator or mobile for simplification. Same thing you have made mistake in the maths also. Your process is correct, but simplification you don't know. Already we have given minus 3 square is 9 and minus 3 square is minus 9. You have written minus 3 square is equal to 9. Answer. What is that? Next time be careful. So when you simplify, you will get rupees 1600, that will be the mark price. Okay. So now this is question number 11. Only 12 questions are given, and this 12 question based on the 10th question, 11th question. Now after that sell tax is given. In sell tax, BAT, value added tax, BAT is given. Value added tax. This was before 2 or 3 years. Nowadays we study GST, goods and service tax. So now no need of this exercise because that is out of the portion, and now VAT, there is no use of the VAT anywhere, only GST is going on. So no need to solve any question of the value added tax. After that, I will start 10th chapter, simple and compound interest. 10th chapter, simple and compound interest. In that, now in math class here, first simple interest. What is simple interest? In lower class you have to study. Suppose you have given money to the person 1000 rupees. You are taking 10,000 10%. That is whatever your money, that is called principal. Principal. That written by A. Rate. What is the rate you are giving? 5% means per 100 5 rupees. 10% per 100 10 rupees. That is called rate. After what time? Remember that time should be always in year. Maybe question time is given in month, maybe day. If you given in month, divided by 12, converting to the year. Given in day, divided by 365, converting the year. The time, then amount. Amount is equal to your money, principal plus interest. Simple interest or interest, I. Your money plus interest means amount is equal to principal plus interest. You can say this is a maturity or amount. From here you can calculate interest. Interest will be, I will be amount minus principal. Simple interest, how can you calculate? For simple interest, SI is equal to simple interest. SI, this is equal to principal into rate into time upon 100. From this formula you can calculate rate also. SI into 100 upon P into T. If P, then you P here or here, T here or here. So you can calculate that one also. Means rate, now principal is equal to SI into 100 upon rate into time. Similarly, time is equal to SI into 100 upon T into 1. So like that way you can calculate simple interest, rate, principal and time. So in my next video I will solve the question based on simple interest then compound interest. Okay, thank you, have a nice day.